Hello, this is the Diaspora panel, the voice of the diaspora. I have with me in the house Mr. Olaitan Adedigba, who is in America. Mr. Adedigba, you are welcome.
Thanks for having me this evening.
I have Mr. Lolawal from Canada. Mr. Lawal, you are welcome.
Thank you for having me.
And my very good friend, Mr. Ademola Disa from United Kingdom. Mr. Disa, you are welcome.
Thank you for having me. It's nice being here.
And I am the Jelaya, the host. I am based in Dublin. I want to say a big thank you to all our new subscribers. Thank you for joining our Diaspora family. We welcome you. Please share this message and all the other messages so that all of your friends can benefit from it. If you have any information for us, send your emails to diaspora.panel@outlook.com, and please like the video, and we want to see your comments. We want to see what you think so that you can direct us on what is going to happen on our next video. Without wasting your time, we're going to go into the meat of the matter. Today, we want to tell you about the 15 companies that are funding terrorism in Nigeria. 15 companies that are funding terrorism in Nigeria. So it is no longer business as usual in Nigeria. As the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, has listed the identities of 15 entities consisting of 9 individuals and about 6 borrow the change. So, acting on a federal directive, the Nigerian Sanctions Committee has recommended specific individuals and entities for sanction following their involvement in terrorism financing. So, one of the prominent names that was mentioned was somebody called Mamu. His name is Mamu. So, according to the document that we cited, this Mamu received and delivered a ransom of a payment of about 200,000 for ISWAP. ISWAP is the Islamic State for West Africa. He delivered that ransom payment to ISWAP terrorists for release of hostages of the Abuja train attack. There are other names. I'm going to show you. There are other names and other companies, especially there are about 6 borrow the change that were named. So I'm going to show you those details very, very soon. But let me ask you the first question, Shuko. 2 days ago, we learned that the DSS busted the biggest arms supplier in northern Nigeria. What does he say about northern Nigeria, Shuko?
Thank you very much. To be precise, the person that was busted is an individual by the name Musa Abubakar, who was described as a key arms supplier to armed gangs in parts of the north. The suspects, as we understand, actually confessed to having manufactured and distributed high-caliber weapons and ammunition to armed groups that were involved in violent attacks in Plateau State and other northern regions. In fact, when he was apprehended red-handed with various improvised explosive device components, chemicals, and equipment, which have all been confiscated by DSS operatives. Now, this shows that the terrorism problem is multifaceted. So you have a local economy that has actually grown around this. You have local arms manufacturers that are using locally sourced materials to develop high caliber weapons. They are selling this to armed groups that are then using these to carry out their terrorist acts. It seems to me that gathering intelligence, obviously, to attack this problem from all of the different facets is what is required. The Nigerian government needs to step up its intelligence gathering activities to be able to stop these things from the source, because not only are weapons being imported, but we are actually now seeing that local arms manufacturers are getting involved in this whole thing. These manufacturers should, be apprehended. All of the materials and where they source the materials from and all of that should also be, be addressed. And all of the financial transactions, surrounding, payment for local arms or payment for materials should all be very carefully monitored to ensure that all of these individuals are identified. But most importantly, I would say that these are still small fishes. We've been saying on this platform that the federal government needs to prosecute the big fishes. All of these people are foot soldiers in this local economy, but there are big fishes that are profiting from it, and the government needs to step up their activities to catch these big fishes.
Thank you very much. So this is the image of this Mamu. His name is Mamu. He's a very good friend of former PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. We were told that they are very, very close politically and business wise. So we can see here there is the names of some borrowed exchange that were linked to terror financing in Nigeria. We can see some of these names. This is Tukul Mamu, which is the one that we just showed you the picture. There's also Yusuf Ghazali. There is Muhammad Sani. There's Abubakar Muhammad. There is Salamuddin Azan. There's Adamu Ishak. There's Azana Uhiza Isa. There's Abdul Karim Musa. There's Umar Abdullahi. The six borrowed exchanges that are being listed are West and East Africa General Trading Company Limited. There is Settings Bureau de Change Limited. There is G-Side General Enterprises. There's Desert Exchange Ventures Limited. There's Eagle Square General Trading Company Limited. And also a company known as Alpha Exchange Bureau de Change. So those are the names that have been shared by the federal government. So, but let me go over to you, Demala. In the last 2 days, we saw that a brigadier general in the Nigerian army was captured and killed by terrorists. What does this say about the Nigerian army, Demala?
Oh, thank you,
Very
Deji.
good optics.
Thank you, Deji. I think it seems things are getting much hotter, irrespective of the level of engagement that the federal government is doing. It seems the terrorists are upping their tactics and are not really letting low. It seems they are escalating the situation. It's quite a long time, if any, that a brigadier general of the Nigerian army will have been a casualty in the fight against terrorism. Brigadier Musa Uba, a very high commissioned officer, he led his troop, and they were ambushed. They were ambushed and they fought themselves out. He got injured and he managed to escape. Some of his personnel died and some of them sustained injury, but quite a them fell as casualty. In an attempt to secure backup, he now used his mobile phone using WhatsApp to try and get to his commandant to get backup. But unfortunately, the message leaked and the terrorists were able to locate where he hid. He disclosed his location in the WhatsApp, and the terrorists went over there and killed him. Initially, the Nigerian army thought he managed to escape and denied that he was killed, but eventually the terrorists even display and show his body, which is very, very unfortunate. It's a very sad thing for such an officer to lose his life in such a manner. It begged to pardon why the messages was leaked. There are technicality was confirmed that the WhatsApp message was end-to-end encrypted, so it cannot be intercepted in any way. So the leakage have to be from who received the message and share it with the terrorist. This is a very serious situation. And if we recall, there have been several issues like this, similar issue of our trip being cornered and being trapped, being ambushed in different form. It's becoming so uncommon. It seems there is leakages in the Nigerian army, in the Nigerian military. Either it need to be investigated seriously, and the question of integrating reformed militants into the Nigerian military is very questionable if they are not still having loyalty to the terrorists. We also one of the sad part of it was that the leak part of when the thing was leaked, it got the Sahara reporters got hold of it and also share it over, and this must have also escalated or aggravated the situation. And it means our news medias need to be very cautious and need to respect security issue and know the limit of what they expose so as not to compromise our military men.
Thank you very much. Lighton, there have been mass abductions in the last few days. I've seen students in Kebbi were abducted, in Kwara State. I think early this morning, a church, the terrorists went to the church, they killed the pastor, they killed other people, take other people away. They were ransacking the whole place. So uh, it's all a tale of woes in the last few days. Has Nigeria lost the war against terrorism? Like, have we lost this war?
Thank you for that question. First and foremost, my heart goes to the family of the abducted students. It's annoying and is repulsive when you see students. Nigeria, we've not lost the war. We can still win the war, so to say. But we just need to put our house in order to make sure that we frontally confront the dread problem we are facing in the country. In the last 4 days, Nigeria lost about 145 people to the bandits. 25 in Kebbi, Zamfara, right? And Niger State. These 25 students, what student who doesn't, the innocent girls, they went there to go and carry them. To go out, they went to their school and abducted the students. For what? All this is, and mind you, it is only when we build up to election that they normally do all this stuff. Remember in 2023, why Jonathan was there, they wanted Jonathan out at all costs, right? The same, look at their mentality, the same thing they did then is what they are doing now, right? When the cheaper gets, right? What concerns the students with the politics? Just to make a point that the opponent is not capable to run the country or is not to defend the country. Must they vent the anger on the innocent students? Our glorious ladies tomorrow. Those people we want to recruit the future to. These are the things we need to, our politicians, they should sit down. You are doing this, I don't know. That is painful and is demeaning as a country. Why are they doing all these things? When the opponent, you want to vent your anger on the opponent, then you are using every means to make sure you put the opponent down. It is not done. It's not the children of somebody else that you will be using as as a decor, right? For opposition. So, but federal government is saying that they should go and look for all these students. I mean, all the abducted people, right? So my prayer is that they should find these people before they even go to the extent of saying that they should block our borders, go to all our borders. They should not go outside the country, but inside the forest. What I'm suggesting is the federal government, they have a lot to do. All these people who are saying that they are repenting from banditry. They are you are abducting them. You are giving them a soft landing. Try and collect their guns. They should release all their guns. If you want to do this, they should release all their guns. Where are they getting the guns they are using? Not only that, a lot of people in the local areas, they know themselves. They know the criminals among them. They know the bandits among them. They know all this. They should be recruited. They should be trained. All the vigilantes. And not only that, the police are now, we are under police. Fashola, His Excellency Fashola has raised that issue long time ago, that we are under police in Nigeria.
Okay, let me pause you there. Let me pause you. You have fast spent your time. So I'm going to go back to Shupo. Shupo, the federal government has frozen the account of some of these terrorist financiers. So does it mean, is it looking like Nigeria is finally doing the right things, or is this just like a flash in the pan?
Oh boy, yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, the fact that they are doing this, to me, shows that the government is beginning to take a multifaceted approach to it. I would say this has been failure of government on many fronts. First of all, failure of government, to secure the Nigerian borders. Failure of government, to set up a proper intelligence apparatus to gather intelligence and to follow up accordingly. Failure of government to track financial transactions, to identify transactions that are in any shape or fashion connected to any form of illegal behavior, including terrorism. So it's failure on all grounds. It is a good thing that they are stepping up in this, but I would say it needs to go beyond that. If accounts are frozen, fine. Who are the owners of these accounts? These people need to be interrogated, and additional information and intelligence needs to be obtained to get. It's a network, and it is a complicated web of arms manufacturers, arms suppliers. But like any enterprise, there are foot soldiers and there are kingpins. So Nigeria needs to step up its game beyond this to arrest the kingpins at the top, because that is the only way you can bring this whole thing down.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to go back to Demola. So Demola, one thing that still baffles me is, for example, now the federal government captured two Ansaru terrorists, Mahmoud Usman and Abubakar Abba, that's the name, in recent times. And they have put them on trial, and they've so many times we see in the newspaper, they've killed 50 terrorists, they've killed 100 terrorists, there's arrested so this. But why is the incidence of terrorism, why still festering? Why?
There are a lot of factors that make the fight against terrorism a little more difficult, and why it's still festering. But let me first address the issue about the two terrorists that who have been charged to court. Mahmoud Usman and Abubakar Abba. They are not just foot soldiers, they are leaders of the Ansar. They are high caliber leaders. If you can recall, when they were even arrested, the United States and Britain also commended the federal government for being able to arrest these two people. They are on the high list of the terrorist watch all over the world. So they are very serious caliber of people. And Mahmoud Usman accepted his guilt of his acts, but it seems Abubakar Abba is declining and is still claiming innocence. The hearing was supposed to hold uh, is this week, sometime this week, and but it wasn't held because they said that the lawyer to the terrorists claimed that they have not received further information for them to prepare for their case. This is one other issue about Nigeria judicial system. It gives a lot of laxity for all these technical and issues, and also the seriousness of our judicial officers. I don't see any reason why a case is set for hearing and you now say that you have not received whatever. Why can't you just request for that before the date of the hearing if you know that you have not received anything? So this is a technical issue. They will keep on doing and postponing and delay it until when a change of government or in one way or the other, then they will sweep the whole thing under the carpet. I don't expect this type of thing with this administration. We need to, when people like this have been arrested and charged to court, they should be given serious attention by the judiciary and the military personnel. Because what is the effort of all this? So the issue of bringing people to account has been very much difficult in Nigeria, as we all know. And in most cases, even revealing their identity, in most cases, they don't even reveal their identity even before conviction or after conviction, and we don't know who and who. So when they go back into the community, we don't even know who is the person for us to be able to say, okay, that is enough. This is somebody. So the people cannot monitor. Or this transparency is very, very important. The government need to be transparent. The government need to be serious, and they need to take the prosecution of all these terrorists more seriously.
Thank you, Demola. Now this is going to be the last question. So, former President Goodluck Jonathan, in a public, in a public function, openly said that Boko Haram chose the late President Buhari as their principal negotiator. We know Buhari was a Fulani man, and they've chosen him as a. So, did we have a terrorist supporter as president for 8 years, and we didn't know it?
You are not, Deji, you are not far from the truth. What you've just said, you are not far from the truth. Remember, I listened to this guy, Baba Galadima. I listened to his interview. He said they brought Buhari. Buhari wasn't interested in politics. But when they discovered that Yoruba, Oduduwa Republic, they are setting up all this stuff, it was then that Buhari come out to checkmate Obasanjo and the Yoruba people were. And true to read, you remember sometimes early days of late Lamadeshina. Buhari led the delegates of the people to the governor house in Ibadan to meet late Chief Lamadeshina. He said they are killing the northerners in Igbo, in Gangan, Igbo, all these asses. The man, Governor Lam Adesina now said, it's your people that were killing the Yorubas in Gangan, that they don't allow the Yorubas to do stuff. So when the Meyeti Allah said Buhari will be their choice negotiator, I have no doubt in my mind. And you brought it to what they said then. You brought, I mean, re-echo by you is absolutely truth that Buhari was the chairman Meyeti Allah, right? And that is why there were a lot of killings in Benue, in Plateau, in Kwara, in Kogi, everywhere. Why Buhari was there? Nobody was tried. Even those people that were kept in the detention in Kuje prison, they freed them, all of them. Someone just came. They have free unfettered access to the government. So it's either Slamido Sanusi, I mean, what's the name? Sorry, Malami. No case submission. He would say no case. He's the one to prosecute them. He said no case submission. So there is nothing they were doing. So for 8 years, while Buhari was there, nothing was done. Except they were killing the Igbos, and they are killing the Yorubas. They were attacking them. Those people are opposed to Fulani. They armed the Fulani. They have to tell you that he was the chairman of the bandits. They harmed the Fulani. They were giving bandits money. They were giving them. I remember Dambasu in the town hall meeting they had in Kaduna. They were giving them 300 and something billion, right? No, $34 billion. They were giving them that if they want us to subside, if they want, and some guys said, okay, it is not our own. We are not in that gang. They collected another money. So Buhari, no doubt about it. These are the area I thought that UNO should come in. Then that after Buhari left the office, they should arrest him, right?
Okay, right then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's
Thank you.
put a full stop there because of time. So we've
Okay.
come to the end of today's deliberation. I want to say a big thank you to Mr. Olaitan Diba from America. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Ademola Disa from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And also Mr. Ololawal from Canada. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Nikolai, your host in Dublin. And so we're gonna see you again on our next video. Our next video, we're going to discuss, is Nigeria now a failed state or not? That's gonna be in our next video. So we'll see you again in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye.